She asked me why I needed the Y extension. She goes, you know what? I approve. Alright, so good morning. No, it's not morning. I do this every time. Let me turn off the Fry Life. I'm using my phone to watch Fry Life over there, as you can see. So, we got some news, a few different things happening, which I just realized I should probably check my email right now because it's almost 5 o'clock. So, I'm gonna make this really quick. As you know, or as many of you know, when I was upstairs, I had 3 bedrooms. I had my bedroom, my guest room, and the third guest room, but really it was my Buddha room. I did like my yoga swing and whatever, my Zen room. When I moved down here, I had 2 rooms. I have my bedroom and whatever I wanted to make this room. But because I have a bed and frame and all, it was easier to make a bedroom instead of like my Buddha room. So I lost the Buddha room. So the Buddha items went into my living room, but my Buddha items are gold. My living room has always got the lighting's horrible. It's the silver accent colors. So I put a lot of it away. I spray painted most of my gold to silver, which I don't like. I think the Buddha look is definitely a silver look or a gold look. And I just don't like it. So out of nowhere, not out of nowhere. So out of nowhere, I decided to use this room for the Buddha room. And so the whole idea came from where all my succulents are outside. I think they should be outside in this state in the summertime to make sure that they get the best vitamins and the needed items that they need, the needed things. I am like really bad right now. But in the winter, they have to come inside. I truly rather my succulents be inside at all times just so I can see them, be around them, they make me happy. But it's just, in this state, it's just not possible. So I'm thinking about the future. Where am I gonna put my succulents? I hate where they were. They need to be near window. My only windows that are like in the right direction are these windows. So it's this one here in this guest room, and then the ones that are in my studio. I am not putting flowers all over my studio. It's not happening. And I'm like, well, you know what? This is a guest room. I never use it. I used to use the guest room upstairs a lot. I don't come in here, like, besides for my medication. So I decided that I'm going to convert this because it'd be nice to have like a Buddha room with plants and then have like a bohemian feel to it. So like a bohemian Buddha looking type of thing. So I'll keep this up there. I'm going to take my Buddha looking one like this, put it up there, take my other thing, put it up, take anything that's silver, take it out because it doesn't belong in here anyway. I'm gonna take these shades down and find something else creative or make up something. I might not even put anything up because I'm going to create this window and this small window into something for my succulents. Also, this room has this like thing here. I'm going to fill it with succulents as well, the ones that don't need as much sun, and then I can switch them out. And then I still have to repaint these walls because, as you knew last year or whatever, I painted it blue because I was going to paint the room blue, but then we ran out of money and I never painted. And I never see this because I never come in here. So I'm going to have to at least find a blue that's like this because I forgot what it is and just paint that side. And if not, paint the whole room or paint that side and this wall to give it some accent. It'll be like a blue and green room. I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. I've really been trying to speak as fast as I can, and it's been like 5 minutes already. So that is what I'm doing. I'm watching the Fry Life. I've been watching them since last night, trying to catch up a month and a half worth of stuff. I am so behind. Some other stuff, but I will bring it up later as I have to get to my emails, but I will see you guys soon. I'm still watching Fry Life. Old Fry Life. So, oh my gosh, I look like complete poop. So, this is basically the room. No, there's still more room back here. So I'm basically going to take this. So if you guys look at this, because if you remember in my living room area, I was going to paint the room Well, from the photos, it was like this deep magenta. I was like, oh, it's not pink, but it's not purple, but it's deep. It was really pretty looking. So when I got it, it looks like it to me, but when I painted it, it just looked like straight up pink. And I was like, okay, I'm girly, but I'm not girly. I just didn't want it. But because this wasn't pink and it didn't match like the walls that I had originally chosen, I took some of the paint and I like added paint. I like put it here and threw it in here and added it thicker here, and then I did like the corners here just to bring it out. But then I decided not to paint it. But I'm going to put this, I don't know if you guys can see on camera, this wall right here. It's just big enough. And then I have a fabric like elephant thing I'm gonna put there. Oh, I have got creative. These normally have candles, and I decided to use them to put the mini versions of the little guys that have broken off and that are growing their roots. That I'm going, since this was behind my TV in my living room, there's just so much big stuff that I don't like it. Plus, it's got a lot of pink, and everything is more of like a warmer gold, yellows, browns, whatever. So I'm going to put that where this was behind my TV, and then this will go there, and I will put a small little thing there, and then I'll just have to change this, I think. But I basically just put everything up here, and then I'll put it where it belongs later. So this is the bedding. It's a neutral color, whatever you call it, bedding. And then this here I always use, it's actually like Hindu, Buddha type of dealio. And then I put over another cover to brighten it up a little bit. So like I said, I just have to find 2 more pillowcases. Garbage, that's from stuff that I bought to add more stuff from my, what do you call it, my medical stuff. Unfortunately, these are still accent, and it's gold in here, as you can clearly see. And I don't want to paint them at all. Like, I normally am all willing to paint everything possible to make it the color I need, but I don't want to paint them. So I'm either just going to suck it up because it's behind the door, so it's not the focal point whatsoever. Basically everything but that wall, because it's literally behind the door when you walk in, so you don't notice it until you're in the room. Or I'm going to cover it with like a cool drape that matches, which I think is going to look tacky. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm drinking some chai tea and eating a half a bagel. Which also means I fell asleep on my vlog yesterday. Being that I'm not used to vlogging anymore, I just forget. Even though I did remember last night, like while I was in bed, and I was just gonna pick up the camera and say goodnight, but then it just ended weirdly and abruptly, so I decided that. So I just dropped a whole bunch of cream cheese on my bed. So last night I decided, you know what, let me just wake up and talk to you guys. So I pretty much finished this room. The bed is really cute. I need 2 more pillowcases. All my pillowcases are like bright colored, so I need something that is more neutral. I don't have anything like that. So I have like 1 cover, but then I don't have one for this, so I have to cover those. I put that picture there instead of this, and that's now above the bed. Oh, so here's a story that I've been wanting to say yesterday, and I was going to make a whole new video about it, but I'm going to try to make this quick, and then I'm going to finally end the vlog. So basically, I've had issues ever since my port. Now, before my port, I was having issues with the company here and there. You know, like certain things were missing out of my supply that came to my home. You know, simple, easy things that were like, you know, things happen. And I'm sure I know that's probably other stuff, I just can't think of it, and probably because they weren't like a huge issue. So, basically it was fairly good for a year and a half. Now it's a week over a year and a half, and I get my port. Now, oh, actually, technically, I think it was a week before my port, I get the news from my nurse that they decided that they're going to change my nurses without asking me, which I understand, but at the same time, they should have at least asked me and put that into consideration. They changed my nurse, and I then get my port. And it was downhill from there. From not having half of what I ordered for my supplies, or having a nurse argue with me that I was wrong, but then was proven that I was right, and no apologies. Having nurses argue with me, I mean, like, not like bitter or bicker, I mean like straight up like yelling, arguing, saying that I'm a liar and that they've been doing this for X amount of years, and I'm questioning what I'm saying. So after my original nurse left, I got my new nurse. I had her for the one day, and she was by far the worst nurse I have ever encountered. And when I had my peripheral line, as I'm remembering, I did have issues with other nurses that came when my personal nurse was not available. And there was issues with coming 3 hours late, or getting there without putting giving me a schedule, just assume that I was available on this week at this time on this day. So, like I said, I had this nurse, and she's arguing with that I don't get IV Benadryl by them, that it's not in the system, this and the other. I can't prove to her that I get it from them, that I can only show her the vials because I threw away the box because I put my stuff in a certain, organization, like I don't have the box. And she goes, we can't, this, that, and the other, we don't have it. You sure you didn't do this? You sure you don't get it from this pharmacy? And then when I show her the syringes, she goes, that also proves it's not from us. Our syringes are together, they're not separate, this, that, and the other. Then a week, and so then I fired her. I called the company. I was like, I don't want her here. She does not belong in my house. I don't want her near my property. Like, she's banned. She was other issues throughout that day as well. Like, I will never learn how to de-access and access my port. They don't do that. She's been doing this for 15 years, blah, blah, blah. I get a phone call back, and you're like, hi, Sarah, we got your complaint. She's not going to be coming back. She was wrong. You do learn how to access and de-access your port. You have to get an order from your doctor, this, that, and the other. We do see that we did send you a Benadryl, but it looks like this, that, and the other. We did a mistake. We actually switched your doctor's name, and since we have the wrong doctor's name, we have to have you send a new order in, and because of that, we can't give you a Y extension. My nose is really itchy. I have allergies. And I'm like, so I can't have a Y extension, so when I go through anaphylaxis or have a really bad allergy, I have to spend the time closing, holding my throat because I can't breathe, taking all my tubing apart while I'm being infused just to get the medicine in because you guys want to do a Y extension because you guys messed up my order. Okay, so it's just been drama left and right. Then my port has been bleeding. That's not on them. That's just the fact that we can't find the right needle. I think we found it finally a month later, 5 weeks later. We had another nurse come. She was a little bit better, but then she also was accusing me of stuff, and I basically said, you know what, get the F out. I kicked her right out of my house. It's like, you're done. Like, I'm really tired of people coming here and blaming you on something, and I already proven everything, especially when your boss calls me and says that you guys were all wrong, including the company. Get the hell out. So she left. Then we get me a new nurse. Now my new nurse, she's fine. Everything's fine with her. But there's just been issues. Ever since my port, I'm getting supplies that I don't have enough of. For instance, the blue caps or the claves. For instance, the other day, my nurse put it on, and before she even left, one came off, which means we can't use it. So we need a new one. They only send me one for the week because I only have it in for one a week. But who knows what happens? And then the other week, I actually got the manager, the one who I've been complaining to, because there was another issue getting a nurse to my house and some other issues. She goes, you know what? I'll just come to your house. You can tell she was irritated, but she was very sweet. She goes, I'll come to your house and take care of everything. She asked me why I needed the Y extension. She goes, you know what? I approve. You're good to go. But again, it actually fell off, another one. So that means I needed another one, and they only gave me one. So thankfully she had some. So I've had some other supplies like that. So I've been having issues with the nurses, times, arguing, the whole IV Benadryl, which they still haven't figured out. They figured out that they messed up and everything, but now I need a whole new company. I need a new doctor to send me a new order in, but I still get to have the Y line, Y extension. She's letting me do that no matter what because I still have the meds. So basically I've been finding, in secret, searching for a new company. I then told this woman, the manager, was like, just letting you know, like, I have been looking for a new company, and please don't switch, this, that. She tried to work with me. I agreed with her, but then I still went and looked for another company, and I found one, and we are in the process of switching over. And that's basically my news. I'm going from one company after a year and a half to another one because of the huge issues I've been having before my port and especially since my port. And that's really all I wanted to tell you guys, and I know it's been like 6 minutes. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I don't know when I'm going to be switched over completely because it's now the weekend, but it will be hopefully by the end of next week, which is fine. I just got my supplies for the next 2 weeks with my current company. So anyway, I need to do something with my hair. I'm just disgusting right now. I'm surprised I'm even live. Why do I keep saying live? Why I even like vlogging, because I normally have brows on at least. I try to look slightly decent, and I probably look, yeah, whatever. I hope you guys are all going to have an amazing Saturday. Again, yesterday was Friday, today's Saturday. I'm putting all in one vlog, and it's raining for us. It's ugly out, and I'm just gonna finish up this room a little bit and tidy it up and make it look more livable, at least in my eyes. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye.